What's happening, guys? Sam Adams here, and welcome to a brand new episode of The Drop. This week's video game release roster is pretty impressive, with Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered, MLB The Show 19, Yoshi's Crafted World, all coming out on top of some other games worth mentioning, including one very interesting new open-world RPG. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. To kick things off this week, we have Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. Relive the American Revolution or experience it for the first time in Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered with enhanced graphics and improved gameplay mechanics. Plus, Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation Remastered and all solo DLC content are also included. So a couple of bullet points to give you more details about what you're actually getting. Again, it does include Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation and all original solo DLC, including The Tyranny of King Washington, one of the best DLCs of all time. Enhanced graphics now featuring 4K resolution, new character models, polished environment rendering, and more. Gameplay mechanics have been revamped as well, improving your experience and your immersion. Fight for freedom as the American colonies are about to revolt, secure liberty for your people and your nation, and assassinate your foes in a variety of deadly ways with a vast array of weaponry. Assassin's Creed 3 is a very interesting entry in the Assassin's Creed franchise because it came about during a time in which the entire franchise was going through somewhat of a metamorphosis. Up until that point, Assassin's Creed had been primarily associated with the Italian Renaissance, but going forward, more and more experiments were being done, and Assassin's Creed 3 was one of those experiments because it changed up not only the setting, but also many of the gameplay mechanics that people had kind of come to associate with Assassin's Creed overall. In my opinion, Assassin's Creed 3 is fantastic and totally worth checking out, so if you do want to pick it up this week, I would definitely recommend it for those interested in American history. I would recommend it because it's only $40 and you pretty much get 2 giant games, and on top of that, if you do have the Assassin's Creed Odyssey Season Pass, this game is included for free, so hey, check to see if you bought it, and go pick it up if you did indeed. So, if you do want to pick it up, it's coming out this week on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. Next up, MLB The Show 19 is coming out on the PS4. The show is back. MLB The Show 19 brings you the best of baseball. Play America's pastime your way with new game modes, expanded team building and player customization, and an extensive personalized RPG experience. Create your own player and rise through the MLB ranks, or play against others as baseball's greatest stars and legends. Fierce online competition, exciting RPG action, lightning-fast gameplay, The Show 19 has it all. This is more than baseball. Welcome to the show. And now some bullet points to show you what's new with The Show 19. A new game mode, Moments, allows you to recreate or change some of the biggest moments in baseball history. A new unannounced game mode is March to October, sounds like somewhat of a campaign. New in Road to the Show, deeper RPG elements, more ways to improve your player on and off the field, and the removal of level caps. New in Diamond Dynasty, more streamlined mission and reward systems, and numerous new quality of life improvements make earning rewards faster and clearer than previous years. Conquer and defend territories and new conquest maps designed to provide a more dynamic and reward-filled conquest experience. Is this the same game? Conquest maps? What is that? We've spent the off-season studying gameplay telemetry and community feedback to drive changes in our hitting engine and defensive AI, and impress your friends and the competition with all new options for customization. When it comes to baseball games, there is undeniably one option for those that are hardcore baseball fans that want the best experience, and that is MLB The Show 19. Now you might be saying, Sam, there are other baseball games out there, there is competition. When you compare the gameplay and the mechanics of the show to any of the competition, it just does not stack up. The show is the way to go. Now with that being said, I'm not a big sports guy, I'm not a big baseball guy. However, this game looks gorgeous, it looks crisp, and it looks better than any of the competition, so if you do have a PlayStation 4, or you are an avid baseball fan, or perhaps a member of both of those communities, you might want to check out MLB The Show 19 when it comes out this week on the PlayStation 4. Next up, we've got Yoshi's Crafted World coming out on the Nintendo Switch. Jump into a new Yoshi adventure in a world made up of everyday objects like boxes and paper cups. As Yoshi, you will leap up high, gulp down enemies, and set out on a treasure hunt to find all the different collectibles. On the flip side, stages can be played backwards, providing new perspectives to explore and new ways to locate some of the more craftily hidden items. Did you see the pun? Because craftily crafts. It all started when Kamek and Baby Bowser set out to steal a gem-set stone. Legend has it that this fabled artifact can grant the bear their wildest dreams, but when the artifact's gems are sent flying, it falls upon Yoshi and friends to find them. Luckily, saving the day can be cooperative and challenging. Pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend to team up as fellow Yoshis. Also, Mellow Mode gives Yoshi wings for a breezier experience, which may come in handy. Finding all the flowers, coins, and Poochie Pups That's right. Find yourself a Poochie pup is no small feat. For extra protection, suit up in one of the handicraft costumes to unlock in-game. One of the biggest standout features of Yoshi's Crafted World is the fact that obviously it does have this very unique art style, which is going to be appealing to a lot of people, but below the surface, it is very much so a standard kind of platformer. But with that being said, it's a new standard kind of platformer, where there are new quirks, new gameplay mechanics that keep things fresh, so it's not necessarily your mom's old Mario side-scrolling platformer. It is something relatively new, and it does have a new feel to it. Now with that being said, for those that have been playing the previous platformers in recent years coming to Nintendo hardware, you might feel a slight similarity whenever you're playing Yoshi's Crafted World, but that's not a bad thing. So if you do want to dive in and check out Yoshi's Crafted World, it is coming out this week on the Nintendo Switch. Next up, we've got Generation Zero coming on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. Welcome to 1980s Sweden. The local population has disappeared and machines of unknown origin roam the streets. Explore this vast open world to unravel the mystery, perfect your fighting strategies, and prepare to strike back. Survive in a hostile open world. Take on missions and challenges throughout the world to unravel more of the mystery of where everyone has gone. Get ready, then fight back. By tactically combining weapons, skills, and equipment, you will be able to lure, cripple, and destroy your enemies. Adopt stealth tactics by moving silently, exploiting the enemy's senses, and using the environment to your advantage. Cooperate to live. Play alone or team up with up to 3 friends as you collaborate and combine your unique skills to take down enemies. Now this is a game that got some traction a couple of years back because it looked like a very interesting blend of something like a Left 4 Dead and Horizon Zero Dawn, an incredibly unique concept, but with that being said, it's getting relatively middle-of-the-road reviews. But it looks interesting, and I thought that I would mention it here on the episode of The Drop, so if you do want to check out more, it's coming out this week on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. And to round out our main games for the week, we have Outward coming on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. As an ordinary adventurer, you will not only have to hide or defend yourself against threatening creatures, but also brave the hazardous environmental conditions, protect yourself against infectious diseases, and stay hydrated. Embark on risky expeditions across untamed lands to reach new cities, undertake important missions, and discover hidden dungeons crawling with formidable enemies. In order to survive the dazzling yet deadly world of Arai, you will have to be clever and prepared. Sharing your journey with a friend locally or online is also greatly encouraged. Survive in the wilds as you explore the lands. Play solo or cooperatively. Split screen locally? Ooh. Or online. Dynamic defeat scenarios that react to your context. Ritualistic step-by-step approach to spellcasting and a unique experience at every playthrough are all features of Outward. Imagine with me for a moment that you're watching some kind of television show and the characters within the show sit down and start playing a game. 9 times out of 10, they aren't playing something that is identifiable. They're playing some kind of generic first-person shooter, like you can glance at it and say, oh, that's probably Call of Duty. You can glance at Outward and say, oh, that's probably an RPG. There is no defining trait. It's very much so a generic RPG. With that being said, it's not a bad-looking generic RPG. For those looking for a classic RPG experience, Outward looks like a fantastic time. Now, will I be getting this one on day one? No. But with that being said, this looks like a game that I could definitely dive into a couple of months down the line in the middle of the summer when maybe the drought begins to happen and there really isn't much coming out. This could be a fantastic time. But if you're a fan of RPGs and you're a fan of the appearance of Outward, you might want to check it out this week. It's definitely one worth giving a look, and it's coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. To round out today's show, we do have some honorable mentions. First off, Final Fantasy VII is coming out on the Xbox One and the Nintendo Switch. The Walking Dead, the final season, is finally getting its last episode, which is called Take Us Back, coming out on the variety of platforms in which that is available. And finally, for the collectors out there, Axiom Verge is coming out on the Wii U in a physical format thanks to limited run games, and it looks like a pretty good little bundle. So if you did want to check it out, you better jump on it fast because it's probably going to sell like hotcakes. So that wraps it up for this week's episode. If you did enjoy this one, be sure to drop me a like down below, and of course let me know what you think about this week's roster of lineups in the comments section down below. On top of that, if you do happen to be brand new to the channel and you like what you see, be sure to click that subscribe button and check out the other content that rolls out throughout the week. But as for right now, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the week. I will talk to you soon, and peace.